to our club. This is our first episode, and I am here with the famous Farrell Lafferty.
Well, I don't know how famous I am, but I must rank somewhere if you picked me to be on the first episode.
Yes, you're very famous. So, Farrell, you have a very fun career, and you host a show called Crowd Surfing. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Crowd surfing, it's a man on the street show. We go to events and we talk to different people and see what people think of the event that we're at, like car shows or just anything that's happening in the community. We'll go out and interview people and try to have some fun.
That sounds great. Do you have a favorite memory of crowd surfing? What was the most fun?
Oh, man. I don't know if I have one favorite because we've done so many shows. I think my favorite ones to do are when we go visit the haunted houses. Those are a lot of fun.
Yeah, I heard you scream like a girl.
That's not, well, I scream, but I don't know if it's like a girl.
What's wrong with screaming like a girl?
Nothing if you're a girl.
So tell us, how did you get into this profession?
Well, I kind of I don't know. That's a difficult question. I got really lucky that I met up with Bill. And, God, that's a good question because I didn't really plan it, but I'm really quick-witted. I learned a lot of that when I was a kid. I was always performing as a kid. I always wanted to show people how funny I could be or the things that I could do. And I remember one thing when I was a kid, when I was younger, people used to tease me a lot because I talked a lot. And I was in trouble sometimes because I talked a lot. But I really got teased about it. And now it's paid off, So it's just somebody don't like something about you, tease you about something, don't give up on it. It might be a gift in the long run. You know what I mean?
Right. So you learn to do it at the right times.
Yeah. Well, of course, it's right time, right place. But I always wanted to perform. I would do stuff in front of my friends or in front of my family, or you know what I mean. And if an opportunity presented itself, I would. And I've done some stand-up comedy too. I went and talked before audiences and made jokes that way and stuff. So.
That's awesome.
A lot of work went into it. It's not like it just happened for me one day. I put in a lot of time and effort and got to where I got.
So that leads me to my next question. What are the challenges in this kind of a profession?
The challenges are being able to talk to somebody and keep them engaged. Sometimes you get an interview with somebody and they don't give you good answers. They just say yes, no, maybe. So you've got to be able to know how to ask somebody a question and keep digging until they give you the answer that you're looking for. You have to steer the conversation where you want it to go. So
you have to be in charge.
Yeah, I've never thought about it that way, but yeah, I'm in charge.
That's awesome. So do you have a situation that you can tell us about that with one of those people that would only say yes or no, that you had to turn that around to make it work?
I don't know if I have a specific situation, but I have found you have to be persistent with somebody and you have to keep asking questions and try not to ask questions that have yes or no answers. Instead of saying, hey, are you having a good time here? They say, yeah. So instead of that, saying, hey, what are you guys doing down here at whatever event? Say we're at Union Station. What are you guys doing down here at Union Station? What brings you out here today? And that will usually give more than a yes or no answer.
Sweet. So if I was a student and I was looking up to you and I wanted a career like you have, what could I do now while I was young to get ready for that?
You know what? And if I was a kid and I heard somebody say this, I would think they're crazy and up in the night. But believe it or not, I wish I had paid more attention in school to like history class and English and stuff like that, because we'll go to an event and talk about something, and I feel kind of foolish because I don't know anything about it. Like the Golden Spike, we went to the Golden Spike reenactment, and I wish I had learned more about something like that as a kid, because I could have been more effective in what I was doing. And even English, the proper skills to communicate and say things. I've been in situations before where people have used words that I have no idea what it means, and I look silly as can be. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do. I used to work at Weber State. People would use all these big words, and I'd run to my office to read the dictionary. Wasted the time. So
that's what I can carry a dictionary with me, and I can just hurry and look the word up while they're talking.
Yeah, somebody called me a clown once. I didn't know until I got to my office.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was funny. So what's your favorite joke that you've told on the air?
Oh man, I don't know, because a lot of it's improv. I don't really set anything up. I don't practice anything. It just happens. And I'll be watching the show sometimes and I'll be like, oh yeah, I did say that, or oh yeah, that was a lot of fun. So I just can't think of one particular joke that I said that's fun. It's funny. It just kind of happens, and I'm able to carry the conversation on.
I think what I like about you is sometimes you make yourself the joke. So the people, they're kind of laughing at you, but when the show gets put together, they're the ones that look kind of silly because of the way they are like rolling their eyes at you or whatever.
Yeah. And then that's another thing, not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to think what you do is great. And you can't let that affect what you do. If you like doing what you're doing, then do it regardless of what anybody says. I've looked at some of my videos on YouTube, and people have said some really nasty things, and it's like, wow, the first time I ever saw a negative comment, I was like hurt. I was like, oh no. But then you got to remember, not everybody's going to like what you do, and not everybody's going to like you. And that's just too bad for them.
Do you have a secret that you do to raise your self-esteem like that?
A secret to raise my self-esteem. The best thing you can do is always look at the accomplishments you've made, and always look at what's coming next. If you focus on good things will happen, and good things are easier to come. If you focus on bad things, or the negative things, or the things that aren't good, that's what you're going to get. You always need to try to focus on the good. Focus on what you have and not what you don't have. Focus on what you like and not what you don't like, if that makes sense. I don't know.
That is awesome. So speaking of what you like and focusing on the good, are there any things you do to give back to the community?
We have done some events. We did the Polar Plunge. We went and covered that, and that was for the Special Olympics. We did a show one time, and I wish I could remember the girl's name, but it escapes my mind right now. But it was a young girl. She had brain cancer. We went and did a show for her, and it was a fundraiser. We've done stuff for Enable Utah. They have concerts, so we go crowd surf those to raise awareness for those kind of things. So yeah, there's a lot of different stuff we've done to give back to the community, and that's always a lot of fun. It always makes me feel better about myself if I'm able to go help others out, or else make another cause aware that other people can learn about and maybe help out with.
That's awesome. I'm so glad that you were on our show today, and for coming on. I'm glad you asked me. Yeah, you're awesome. For coming on, we are making you an honorary member of the Boys and Girls Club of Weber Davis, and you'll get your own T-shirt.
I like T-shirts. You can never give me enough T-shirts, so that's good.
Sweet. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.